rival the U.S. beating the Soviets in the 1980 Olympics, but it's definitely top 5. I put it up there with when we beat England in soccer in the what was that now? The
you beat England
2004 World Cup.
Don't know. Anyway, hey, True Believers England team here. It is we're back. We're back, baby. It is another night. We're going to be doing some comic book cover rankings. We've done a few now of some pretty good ones too. I think the war issues were the favorites, but we've done some romance as well, and even a couple of really goofy superheroes with the Comic Cavalcade. And tonight we are going to tackle the premier, the ace #1 character when it comes to comic book westerns. We're going to be going through the first 13 covers from Jonah Hex. And that is All-Star Western and Weird Western Tales. I'm jazzed up for it. I like the character. I like the comic. So there we go. I forget who did that request, but there you go. Let's see. Also, I'll put up a few.
You know what?
Just a minute.
It might have been me.
Oh, okay. I will put up a few in order to do a poll, so we can figure out what we're going to do next as well. But before we do that, I've got to do something I keep forgetting and add in the overlays so we can actually see what covers we're voting on. It's pretty simple. 1 is horrible. 1 is god awful. 2 is horrible. 3 is very bad. 4 is bad. 5 is meh. 6 is average. 7 is good. 8 is very good. 9 is awesome, and 10 is super awesome. Alrighty, and I'm seeing that they're loading up here. And
so did you also monetize this?
You know what? That is a great idea, sir. I think I will do that. No, actually, I've been all over the place today. And none of them is going to. My brain is off. That's all I'm saying. All right. Here we go. Let's see. I will monetize. Thank you very much for reminding me. And with that, let us. Whoops. Where am I again? Did I jump out? Okay. There we go. Okay, we are getting off to a very wise and professional start. And who do we have? We got LK and MARANYA. LK's right here with us too. So I don't know. Let's get this thing started. And I guess I'll introduce everybody helping out. We've got the real Dr. VENKMAN, except no substance.
How's it going there, partner?
And then, of course, on the other side, right there is LK.
Hello, USA.
All righty. And the reason why this entire endeavor had been created, Eric Breen, how you doing, sir?
Iran, #1, USA, hak, pui.
I take it the Americans beat the Russians in something?
LK gets that.
Oh, yes. Very good, Iron Sheik. Today in the T20 International Cricket World Cup, the United States defeated one of the top 8 nations in cricket, Pakistan. So a very big upset. For those who may not know, the T20 World Cup is currently going on in the West Indies in the United States. So this match was actually outside of Dallas.
All right. Well, all I know is that you have to know what a crumpet is in order to understand cricket.
Real quick, I got an Iron Sheik story. The wrestlers used to stay at the hotel where I worked, and they were checking in one day, and the Iron Sheik was going to his room, and he puts his luggage down, and he went to open the door, and it was the door that shuts itself. He opened the door, turned around to get his luggage, door shuts. Does it again. same result. Third time, same result. And for a buddy of mine who was a bellman, you know, because he couldn't figure out to like maybe move the luggage closer to the door. So my buddy holds the door for him and he goes, "Thank you very much." So that was who he was.
And a crumpet is just basically a weird bread, but it tastes good, but it goes bad real fast because I've lost like 2 or 3 to fungi.
It's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles quote. It's in the movie. That's all I know.
Yeah. Well, Black Cat, I bet you're into the T20 World Cup, right?
I do not give 2 shits about cricket.
It's the one thing worse and more boring than wrestling talk is cricket talk.
Really?
If it's not basketball and if it's not actual football, not hand egg,
Well,
I
Thank
do not
you.
care.
Zach,
Me and People Black Cat are on the same side of the fence for once.
Zach, I gotta say though that cricket and wrestling have been together for a while. It's called Cricket Mobile.
Oh. But
You can't see me rolling my eyes, but
John
believe
Cena?
me, I'm rolling my eyes.
That was bad, by the way.
Thank you. See, E is on the same. Me and E are on the same side of the fence too.
Well, if you say you
On
can't
that
see
one,
me,
yes.
Can you see me now?
Unfortunately.
Wait, that's not cricket. That's not cricket. All right, kids, let's get this going. We've got Evil Black Cat with us as well. Did the message go out to the Lesters in case they're interested in talking about?
did.
All righty, they're welcome, and everybody's a-okay to vote. Let us know in the chat what you guys think about each cover. Let me get this.
And feel free to let us know in the form of super chats.
Yes. Super
That
chats
is
are
always
accepted.
welcome. Yes, or and I would recommend this more because you get a spot on the winner's wheel during the auctions. Just go on over to Ko-Fi. Drop become a $5 subscriber. It helps out the channel, and there's a chance of winning good books and such. So cool. All right. With that being said,
And
this is
if you become a $20 subscriber, your chances of winning quadruple.
You know what? I should do that, shouldn't I? For every $5, but yeah, on that too. All right, here is our board, and once again, the grading is 1 is god awful, 2 is horrible, 3 is very bad, 4 is bad, 5 is mess, 6 is average, 7 is good, 8 is awesome, or 8 is very good, 9 is awesome, and 10 is super awesome. And hopefully we'll have a couple of those today. These are some awesome covers, and we're going to start with Jonah Hex. Very first appearance in comics. He even kind of appears on his first cover. Let's see, LK, you seem to be in the starter seat here. What do you think of All-Star Western cover number 10?
Okay, well, being the first one, first cover here that we're taking a look at, I don't want to go too high, although it is a pretty striking.
If it's a good cover, go as high as it deserves.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll see what the rest are, but yeah, I'm really liking this cover. Gives you a good sense of danger, and that somebody interesting is going to come walking through those doors. So I'm going to start out. What the heck? I'm going to start out with a 9.
All righty. There we go. Zach, what do you think?
As far as first appearances go, I kind of like it because it's not just like you actually will have to open to the book to get your first look at the guy, at Jonah Hex. I like how he's kind of silhouetted in there. I dig it, actually. You know what? I'm gonna say it's a 7. I'm gonna give it a 7.
A 7.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like it. It's good. I just like it.
Solid good. All righty. RDV.
Well, considering this is a number 10, and the guy's wearing go-go checks on his sleeves,
Yes, isn't he?
I didn't even notice that.
he's
good.
walking in. They all got guns. They actually look like guns. They actually look realistic. He's walking in, they're ready to ambush him, and he's got that demeanor on his shoulders while he's walking slouch. So you're like, he's ready to basically kick your ass. Then also it shows Batlash and Del Diablo. Give us a 10.
All right, we got a 10 from RDV and Eric.
This is definitely a 10.
Definitely a 10,
Yeah, you can.
sir.
Yeah, all the guns lined up. You can't see what he looks like. Even in the corner box up top, they shade the side of his face so you won't see the scar until you open the book. So this, you said, if this would make me want to pick this up and read it.
All right,
absolutely.
Okay.
What do
Evil Black Cat.
But Breen, what do you think about the Coco Check sleeves?
Nice.
It is definitely a 10.
All right. Now, here's the thing. I'm looking at this cover, and the only problem I see is his shadow is unbroken by the door. Now, I guess he's far enough back because he's just stepping up onto the sidewalk or whatever you would call it in order to enter. So maybe the sun's hitting him that it goes under the door. That's the only flaw I see in this cover. We talked when we were looking at the war books, we were talking about this cover tells a story. And all we see is what shocking truth made the town he saved fear Jonah Hex. He was a Civil War. He was a Confederate soldier, maybe. I don't know. But the thing is that right there is the only mention we get of him beyond this shadowy figure that obviously everybody's afraid of, because you have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys aiming guns at the door to stop this one man. This absolutely spells out that whomever, in this case Jonah Hex, is about to walk through that door is a complete 100% total badass. That's the story that this tells. It absolutely is a 10.
The only thing I would change it is actually the color in where the shadow is because it's going over the because you have the door frame there. Why is it not covered in shadow?
Okay, I see what you're talking about.
But
all right, so
but I do agree though. I mean, I do like it. You don't know anything about him. You don't even know he's Confederate at this point.
Yeah. Glinzer says a 9. Evil Black Cat is reminding you guys going over to Ko-Fi. Maranya says All-Star Western 10, very cinematic cover. This feels like colorized black and white Western movie. Drama detail sells the book. Go-Go checks bring the score to an easy 10.
My only question about these saloons back in the day, did they ever get like cold where they actually closed the door, an actual door to go over it?
Maybe, I don't know.
You'd freeze your ass in that bar.
Jackson Raykirk saying, "Oh wow, no shadow of the door at all." Says, "Yep, 10 because of all the words, all of the word to hide his face in the colors." There you go. Alrighty, and that is a 10 from Jackson Raykirk.
I agree, MK.
And MK gives Clint Eastwood Man with No Name vibe. Says MK. Alrighty, and he gives it a 10.
LK, it's not too late to change your score to 10.
I'll stick with the 9, thanks.
All righty. Okay. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, feel free to vote. If you see a cover or you come in a little bit late, feel free to go back if you want or wait until this is posted as a video. Vote then. That being said, what we got here is 1 7, no 8s, 2 9s, and 7 10s. So even with everything pulling back, the last man standing would be a 10. That's where I'd put it.
Man, I so badly want another Jonah Hex movie. Josh Brolin was alright. Give him the weird power so he could talk to the dead. I mean, other than that, that was okay.
That's actually in the Vertigo series.
Is it the Vertigo?
Yeah. Yeah. All righty, LK. You are up.
I don't think with modern sensibilities.
Not LK, Zach.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So what we got here? This is number 11. Wow. This is okay. I like the cover. The that kind of just draws you in. So yeah, so he's beating up this guy on a horse. He's getting picked at by vultures. This is kind of cool. It doesn't look like him at first. I guess upon closer examination, you can tell it's him looking at the face. Yeah, that is an interesting cover. Like that makes me like really interested. Like that's really cool. I'm gonna say that's an 8. I think. Like I like it. It makes me want to pick up the book, see like why he's being attacked by do the vultures think he's dead because of his face, or is it because the boy is almost dead on the horse? Or that's interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna give that an 8.
Alrighty.
Also, the detail on the horse and the anatomy, like that's good figure drawing.
All right, RDV.
Going with a 9. It is interesting that they're going after me, and his shirt's all ripped off in the middle of the freaking desert. You know, you can see the feathers coming off of the actual birds. At first I thought that the horse was dead, but the horse is actually still alive. And we get some Powell Smith down there. I saw Powell Smith at my shop today. Almost got it. But fun book, man. Number 9 for this.
Okay, Eric.
Yeah, Powwow Smith was on the cover of All-Star Western #1. Oddly enough, you can get the first issue a lot cheaper than you can get the 10th. I'm going to give this a 9. When I first glance, it was an 8, but then I looked at more of the detail, and yeah, maybe those vultures are thinking they're attacking a dead man. But yeah, like Zach said, great detail, like the yellow in the background because it signifies like it could be like the sun just beating down on them. And yeah, this is a 9.
All righty. Evil Black Cat, what do you say?
So I'm noticing like okay, so is the blonde guy Batlash the one knocked out?
No.
I have my own theories that I'll be bringing up.
All right. So that guy's down and out. Jonah's down. So it's an interesting cover. Maybe because there is no mention of this horse in it. This is the story of the time. Jonah Hex has been through the desert with in a horse with no name. Happy to be out of the rain.
And he's not even America. And
I give this a 9.
A 9. All righty. So once again, first of all, aesthetics. Love the yellow background. It does give a good representation, sun beating down on them. But I think what we're seeing here is the vultures attacked trying to get Jonah Hex's bounty. He's a bounty hunter. This is a dead or alive situation that ended up dead. And now he's got to protect his money from a bunch of vultures that attacked them enough to knock him down and tip over the horse. Very exciting cover. I don't think it's as good as the last one, but I do agree that I do agree with Zach that this is an 8. LK, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, just personal preference. I like the first one better, so I'm giving this one an 8.
Okay. All right, and when we go to the chat, Glenzer gives it a 10, and Jackson gives it an 8. All righty. And MK, Zach is here. What's up? I have this cover a 9 also, or I give this cover, I think he's saying. A 9 also. Okay, and Maranya says, All-Star Western 11, very dynamic action. Vultures flying in for the attack. Only needed blue All-Star Western bar and not the red letters or other blurbs. Score is an 8. All righty. And let's see what we've got. Once again, guys, feel free to bid or not bid, but vote your score. And there you go. What we got right now is 110, 4 9s, 5 8s. This brings it right in the middle to like an 8.5-ish kind of thing. But an 8.5-ish is still an 8. If anybody wants to argue, now's the time. All right. Boom, boom, boom. Some would argue maybe 8.5 actually is 9, but if you round up, but there you go. All righty, RDV, your turn to start. Nope, he's out. Eric, you want to start us?
I will give this an 8. This is not a Jonah Hex cover. It's El Diablo.
Ah, man, I tried to pull those out.
But it's still, I like the where you can just see the silhouette of El Diablo and the wolf. So yeah, it tells a story. So yeah, I'm going to give us an 8.
All righty.
And that guy just lit his crotch on fire.
And he's about to spill hot coffee all over.
Well, he's afraid of El Diablo. Yeah, right before I started, I realized I had 2 El Diablo, so I had to remove those. I missed one. That being said, why not? Let's talk about them. Evil Black Cat. Oh, RDV's back. So what do you say, RDV?
Well, that guy's fucked. He's reaching for his gun. He's already standing there, proud, like, dude. At this point, you might as well give up. And he's got a freaking dog or wolf with him too.
Yeah, I found Eric mentioned this is El Diablo, not Jonah Hex. So whoops.
In the front is El Diablo, right?
No, the silhouette.
Really?
That's just an owl hoot there in the front.
Ah,
yeah, you can tell by the hat. If you've read El Diablo stories, it's pretty easy.
Okay, either way though. I love this. I watch the old movies with John Wayne or any of the other westerns. There's always a guy, being hunted by by the bounty hunter. He comes up to him. He's just ready to have his coffee. He's like, go to reach for a gun. He's like, I wouldn't reach for that gun for him. Are you? It's great. I give this a 10.
All right. And Evil Black Cat, you there?
Yeah, I'm giving this a 7.
A 7.
Yep.
All right.
It's not as good as the other ones. Like the other ones did invoke more emotions. It is good, but I don't think it should be held in the higher regards as the previous 2.
All righty. LK.
I agree with Black Cat, but I'm still going to give this an 8. I was waffling between 7 and 8, but again, as Eric said, it tells the story, so 8.
Okie dokie. And let's see, one. Okay, I gave one too many. How about you, Zach?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna give it a 7 as well. I do like how, like they said, it does tell a story. It's not just like an empty pose for a cover, which admittedly, a lot of the older comics did that. I do like the mystery, like if you know El Diablo and you know what he looks like, you know that's him. But I do like the silhouette and the fog, and the wolf is really cool. But yeah, I'm gonna say it's a 7. I also like how the colors on these backgrounds are like a major part of the picture as well. Like the previous one, the yellow and the heat from the sun. This one is like dark and night and everything. So yeah, but I'm gonna give it a 7. I think that's a good.
Alrighty, and I'm gonna add to that it's not just the blue being like the night, but you see a few lines going by that gives
like
you an idea of a foggy night.
Yeah,
so you can that's why you barely see Diablo in the back. Yeah, he's roasting his nuts over an open fire in order to get to his gun, which he's already lost. We're looking at a guy who is maybe seconds to a minute if he talks to losing his life. It tells a good story. I'm giving this one a 9. I like this one a lot. Here we go. That being said, Glenzer says 9 and Jackson Ray Kirk says 8. Alrighty, and MK says, remind me of Blazing Saddles. Let's hope he doesn't have gas. It's a 10. Alrighty, and we have Maranya saying, Weird Western Tales 13. That poor cowboy is going to have some burned biscuits with a campfire where it is. Drama with silhouette in the background tells a story. It gets an 8. Alrighty, and once again, we almost need a tiebreaker. Where's the other people? We need some tiebreaker votes because right now we've got 2 7s, 2 10s.
Here's a 7 with Ace Dragon.
3 8s and 3 9s. Ethereal comes in with a 7, pulling that more towards the 8 than the others. And once again, guys, remember, if you're watching, you have a voice. Let it be heard. Let us know what you think about the covers, even if you don't want to write a whole bunch, which if you do, I will read it. You could just say, hey, it's a 7, it's an 8, it's a 9, it's a 10, or whatever you think it would be. This time we're going to start. Oh, but this is an 8.
Jackson says you're skipping the non-Jonah covers.
Yeah, he's trying to skip the non-Jonah Hex covers.
Yeah, it was requested that we did the Jonah Hex, so I tried to skip. Yeah, but I missed one. That's why we didn't do the first Weird Western Tales. When I think it's issue number 12 is actually an El Diablo cover. But yeah, at some point, if you guys ever want to do them, I will go the other direction.
They're all good covers.
All righty, Eric.
10. This is damn near perfect. Blazing sun, Jonah tied to the stakes. Yeah, snake about to chomp down on. Yeah, this is fantastic.
Hold on, just a sec.
Some days you just can't win.
You know what? If you guys like them, it'll add 3 more covers to the list. But he's right; these are some cool freaking covers, and deserve it. So I'm putting him at the end of it, and we'll decide by the time we get to the end if we want to include issues number 12, 15, and 16. All right. That being said, we just got a 10 from Eric. Evil Black Cat, what do you say?
I'm giving this a 9.
Oh, BKB.
Yeah. All that's missing is a few cacti in the background. That you make it.
There they are. Back there.
They're right there, upper right corner, and on the left.
Yeah, those aren't cacti. Those are mountains.
No. In front of the mountains, there's actually.
Yeah, he's right. In front of the hills, there is a cactus in front of the one on the left.
And then there's one over the right.
But the other one is a rock formation. It looks like.
No, it isn't. They're both cactus.
It is.
Oh, okay. Cactus in front of it.
Yeah.
That being said, LK.
I mean, it's striking. Yeah, I'll go 9.
All right. And Zach?
I'm gonna go 9 as well. I like the urgency of the cover, the color. I mean, everything about it is striking. It grabs the attention. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 9.
A lot of Germans here tonight.
All righty.
Jawohl.
Germans voting for Confederates. It's like a ZACK wet dream.
RDV?
Yes, I was waiting for him to stop talking. This is a 10. How can you? This reminds me of something you'd see like in Indiana Jones. You know, they always got to have that one scene with Harrison Ford. He's got to have his shirt off, you know, and then basically about to be killed. So 10.
All right. My big question is, why is he in Japan?
No, that's the land of the rising sun. This one is setting.
Oh, this is the set. Yeah, okay. So it's China.
I assume.
Alrighty. Look, yeah, the red sun, orange sky, the snake that's about to strike him for some reason. I mean, if he's just sitting there not bothering the snake, more than likely the snake wouldn't hit him. This is a really cool cover. This the only thing that I would say is missing is a sign of sweat or something along those lines. Yeah, I'm giving this one a 9 as well. And going ahead.
I was just gonna say he is kind of red. So.
Yeah, he's sunburned, right? He looks sunburned.
Yeah.
Glinzer says 9. Ethereal Dragon says 8. Alrighty, and Jackson says 9. And then we have MARANYA saying, Weird Western Tales 14, Dutch angle cover, conveys drama, very cinematic cover. Colorized black and white classic standard drama sells the book. I want to read this story. It is a 10. All righty. And Glinzer, Jonah, I'm tired of these motherfucking snakes in the motherfucking desert. And MK says 8. All righty. We got 2 8s, 3 10s, and 6 9s. This puppy is a 9. All right. And if you do disagree anytime, obviously that's why I pause in the middle there to give you guys time to speak. But there you go. All righty. That being said, we're moving on to issue. We'll go issue number. We're going to go back a little bit to issue number 12. Evil Black Cat, you get to start us off.
Oh, this is definitely a 10. Like, it's a little bit color degraded, but I'm thinking that's the scan. The guy and the horse looks scary. There's a dead Indian, there's a skull. Like, if you're thinking Westerns, this says Western. So, yeah, definitely a 10.
All righty. LK, what do you think?
All right. Let me get the start up here. It's striking, but it's also, at least for me, maybe it's the scan. It's a little muddled. Yeah, 9.
All righty. Zach, what do you think?
This might be my first 10 of the night, actually. It has that really spooky supernatural tint to it, and I like the supernatural mixed with the Western. I like how the opening of the cave looks like a skull. The horse looks like a skeleton. Just the way the shading and the light work on it. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 10. This looks like my kind of vibes.
RDV.
Kind of looks like there's rain behind him.
Mm-hmm.
And like,
It does. I think it's just the shade, but you're right. It does look a lot like rain. Yeah.
The skull with the cave, the big old. Now that's a knife, The skulls, the pottery there too, like in the Native American throwing the peace sign as he dies. It's really cool too. I give it a 10.
All right. Eric?
It's a 10 for me too, and I was wondering if anybody else was going to notice the skull entrance. Zach did.
I didn't until Zach brought it up. I've looked at this cover a lot.
That was the first thing that I noticed, was because you see like the jagged edges at the bottom make it look like teeth, and I was like, oh dang, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm guessing this is some kind of medicine man that just checked out there in the foreground, because you see the little pot with the. Yeah, it kind of looks like, no, maybe it's not some coming out of it, but I mean the colors are muted, but that's not the scan. That's what it looked like originally. But it just, like I said, El Diablo and the horse are striking on the. It's perfect.
Alrighty, Evil Black Cat, did you start us off on this one?
Yes, I started off with a 10.
Okay, and Eric, you just said 10, right?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm thinking, isn't there 2 Indians there? One of them has his hand through the strap of the gun, right behind the older Indian. That's what it looks like to me, because there's 2 different sleeves.
Yeah, if you look, there is a guy sitting next to us, or it's because I don't think that's supposed to be a shadow. So yeah, probably is.
Yeah. That being said, it looks like he's trying to surrender to El Diablo, who's coming in. Of course, all the cool elements that you guys have mentioned already. This is the colors. Once again, it might be a poor scan, but just imagine in its vibrant original look with the bright red at the top, the shadows, the shadowing. Yeah, absolutely a 10.
I think that's a buffalo hide behind him.
No,
because
it's got a nose and a face. Yeah, right here is his face.
No, it's not. If you go to a certain YAR site, there's a lighter scan, and it's clearly not a person. That
okay.
The hand raised is the old Indian's hand.
All righty. Okay then.
Yeah.
Still, yeah. I'm giving it a 10. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, you know what it is? I think you might have still his wrist.
Oh, okay.
That's what it is. That's what it is. That's why.
All righty. Let's get to the chat. We've got Glinzer and Ethereal Dragon giving it 9s, agreeing with LK. Let's see. Yeah, bad scan, but it gets a 10, says Jackson Raykirk. Getting Zorro vibes from this one. Also, the horse looks almost supernatural or something. It's a 10 for MK. Maranya says, Weird Western Tales 12. This is a supernatural Western tale that has it all. Spooky writers, skull-shaped window, Dying Old Indian, lots of skulls by him, and score spooky 10. All right. And then we have, looks like the Evil Lone Ranger, says Glenzer. Zach hates it for obvious reasons.
Gave it a 10, Ethereal.
Yeah. Hi all. Hello to Dark Admiral. Cool cover. Rank it. He'd give it a 10, he says. All righty. And I was just going to say what LK said. That's his right arm. It has the same fingernails. All righty. And what we got here is 3 9s and 9 10s. So I'm going to put this in the 10s. Except I forgot to load it up. All right, but that being said, it will be on the list there. So, okay, and let's see, because at some point when I have time to do a freaking video, I will make videos out of these. Okay, next up, the reason why I bounced back is because we were at issue number 14, and now we're going to move on to number 15. And I believe, it's my turn. Okay. I get to start on probably the weakest of all of them so far. We use the same silhouetted for the bad guys. I guess that's the Gravedigger gang. Wanted El Diablo dead by the Gravedigger gang. Okay, and they're about to kill El Diablo, who is heading towards them. It's a good cover. It's not a great cover. I'll give it a 7. All right. How about you? Okay. Oh, go ahead, RDB.
I was just gonna say, I just noticed that it's a comic code authority, so they actually put the poster over the noose.
That being said, there will be nooses in future covers.
Yeah, that's a winky dink.
Yeah. All right, LK, what do you think?
Yeah, the poster just kills anything with this cover. And it's kind of derivative of other ones we've seen. 6.
6. All right.
I'm gonna. Oh, I'm sorry. Is it my turn?
No, yeah. We're going down the line.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 5. It just seems like a pretty generic Western cover. You're seeing the main guy from his back. It's not very appealing. The antagonists are in the background. You can't get a good look at them. Yeah, I gotta say it's a 5, generously.
All right. Yeah, usually you hide the danger, and there's just no danger there, it seems like.
Also, that poster, yeah, the wanted poster. I mean, that just kind of throws it off. It looks like a sticker or something conveniently put over.
Yeah, somebody came along and put it up. Yeah, RDB.
Yeah. You know what that poster looks reminds you of? The Looney Tunes.
It's
funny to come across the posters.
Yeah, like Yosemite Sam's wanted poster where he then walks past, yeah. What would you give this one, RDB?
I'm loving the detail on the horse is just getting to stop. Of course it's a fog again, so these guys may not be alert to him yet, but he's stopping now. He's got his pistol drawn. He's got his bulla right there. El Diablo is like he sounds like he's probably like the much more violent version of Zorro. He's the Punisher.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna give this a 9. I like this.
He likes it.
The poster, like you said, I got some attachment because of the Looney Tunes, because of that. So it doesn't really bother me.
Okay, Eric.
I'm going to say 7. I think what would have improved this if they had in the right-hand corner or just going across the bottom done the wanted El Diablo dead by the Gravedigger gang without the little head shot, then you could have seen the noose. But for all these low scores, Neil Adams just came out of his grave and said, F you all.
Yep.
Okay. Because,
Neil Adams cover.
He's sensitive about that stuff.
All righty. The first Neil Adams.
Neil Adams is the moron that says Frank Miller wouldn't account to a good comic book anything.
All righty. And Evil Black Cat.
I'll give this a 6.
Okay.
It's a solid cover. It's the fog's there, the guy's there. I'm thinking this is how Stonewall Jackson got shot. And so, like, who knows? Like, are they expecting like the guy to come over, or are they just randomly shooting everyone on the site?
Actually, this is how Stonewall Jackson got shot. All right, let's go to the chat, and we have Ethereal Dragon not liking this at all, giving it a 3. Our first bad cover of the night. Jackson Raykirk giving it a 6, and Glinzer agreeing with RDV, giving it a 9.
My man.
You have a 7 from MK, saying it's okay for him. Dark Admiral says, yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's 7. Alrighty. And then Maranya says, Weird Western Tales 15. Love the angle of the man on the horse. It's from the point of view of the reader. Good drama, but the wanted poster mars the effect. It is a 7.
So,
alrighty.
Are you guys saying this is the horse's ass of the Weird Western Tales?
So far. Neil Adams is one of the GOAT artists for comics. His opinion's irrelevant to that fact. Alrighty. And once again, everybody, remember you are able to vote. And if you don't want to vote now, you can always wait until this is posted. Although it's more fun now because we're scoring it, and this eventually will become a video. I've got all of them right next to me waiting to be made. Here we go. Let's see. This has a 3, a 5.
Hold on. This just in. I found a duffel bag with votes.
3, 6. Does it say Biden on it? And then 5 7s. And 2 9s. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. It's looking like a 7 to me, but barely. The 9s pulled it up. There we go.
It's very generous. That is extremely generous.
Once again, I don't have this on the list because I didn't originally plan to do the non-Jonah Hexes. That being said, I believe it's LK's turn again, and we've got the last of the El Diablo covers, sir. What do you think?
Oh, it's my turn again already?
Yep.
Let's see here. No, El Diablo is a ghost. It's an interesting cover. I'm not sure necessarily what story it's telling, unless the death of El Diablo and he's come back to life. But some really interesting, really cool detail in it, especially with the different playing cards on the floor. I mean, that's a level of detail you don't necessarily see nowadays. I'll go 9.
All right. Okay, Zach, what do you think?
I don't hate it. It is fun. I do like seeing the bullets, the gunshots going through Gentleman Ghost, like hitting the table and ricocheting off the wall. That is pretty fun. The guy dropping the beer. I'll give it a 6. The color's not as bright. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 6.
Just average to you.
Just average to me. Nothing about it really. Yeah, that's like, oh, he's a ghost. You shoot through him. Okay.
And just to remind everybody, 1 is god awful, 2 is horrible, 3 is bad, 4 is very bad, 3 is very bad, 4 is bad, 5 is meh, 6 is average, 7 is good, 8 is very good, 9 is awesome, and 10 is super awesome. RDV, what do you say about this one?
I think we should have gone back to the artist rankings.
Yeah, I needed. I was running for time, so I needed
I'll say
to
this.
do
I think 5 being meh means you're indecisive. Pick a side. If you zoom in on the bottom right corner, for those you can't see it, if you can, but the guy is under the table. His expression on his face, he looks hammered.
He really does. he does.
The guy on the left, he's like,
a few too many.
The guy on the left just pissed his pants and crapped his pants at the same time.
Yeah,
and he's old facing right there. He's freaking out.
He's old facing.
I didn't even know this was a Greg Land cover.
I know, right? And then you got the guys who are obviously scared, in the right corner there. And then there's a guy peeking out. He's trying to grab the money from behind the table. I love it. It's just great. This is 10 for me.
All righty.
I love it.
Eric, what do you say?
You know, if you'd let off with me, it would have been a different one. But I'm gonna give this a 10 because I've had a chance to look at all the details. And I said that when I first glanced, I didn't notice the guy under the table or the guy trying to take the money. I'm not real blown away by the gunman, but or even El Diablo himself. But everything else about it is so cool. And the two principal characters don't bring it down enough, so I'm gonna stay with a 10.
All righty, Evil Black Cat.
It is It is a 9 for me, sir.
All right, cool.
It's what Breen said about the details. Like, there's so much going on, and like modern comics, you wouldn't even get half the details. Like, cards would just be squares if you had that, but you can actually look in the cards and see how well detailed they are.
All righty.
Yeah.
I'm going a different route. I didn't see the Greg Land, but the guy on the side, the dude crawling under the table, one's reaching for the money. I got like, this is Walt Disney's Haunted Mansion. If they put Haunted Mansion in Frontierland instead, this would be like the dining room scene with a whole bunch of stuff going on. This is the story. You know, instead of a duel, they would have a gunfight between two ghosts, and that it kind of reminded me of that. I think this is a fun cover. I don't think it's a great cover. I think it's a fun cover, and it's going to get an 8 from me. Alrighty. And there we go. And LK, let's see, we got 2, 4, and 6. That's us.
I mean,
alrighty.
You look at the detail of El Diablo. They actually drew the actual door, saloon doors.
Yeah, they did. You're right about that. You could see the saloon doors behind him, but they included a black beard. That's one thing I really like about it. He's a ghost, and you can still see the black beard.
Well, that's a door. The door's got a beard on it.
Okay, the door's got a beard. Yep. Glenzer says a 9, and Ethereal Dragon says a 7. All right. And then we have, let's see, Nick Carty cover. Despite that, says Jackson Raykirk. It is a 7. And then Dark Admiral Hare says, not in love with it. Give it a 6. Alrighty. And the detail on the floor elevates this as Glenzer. One thing I love about this, me and Eric talked about why we like doing these cover things, is because we're not just looking. It's like when you see people, oh, it's an unboxing. Here's Wonder Man #1. And you never really look. And that's one of the things we're doing. So you can notice the detail on the floor, or the guy reaching out. That's one of the reasons why I love doing this particular show. Alrighty, so Maranya says, Weird Western Tale 16. Great drama implied in the scene. Is that a ghost? He should be transparent, not more opaque, as the cover shows. Even with that nitpick, this is a solid 10. Alrighty. And then 9 from MK. Hello to Broke Mo Howard. How you been? How's it going? Tell us what you think about the cover. Grade it. 1 is god awful, 2 is horrible, 3 is bad, 3 is very bad, 4 is bad, 5 is meh, 6 is average, 7 is good, 8 is very good, 9 is awesome, and 10 is super awesome. Modern Comics would just feature a close-up of El Diablo. Yeah, just about. They are. Yeah. Alrighty.
Yeah.
And,
so real quick, Eric, you love this. So I'm curious about the book. The very first ad is for a lever action BB gun. So you can get yours for $1.99 by just clipping out the coupon.
Nice.
Well, take this coupon when you buy. Good at all participating stores.
Broke Mo says doing great, and he gives it an 8. Alrighty. Did you give it an 8 because it rhymed with it? I'm doing just wondering. Alrighty. So here's what we got, kids. We've got 2 6s, 2 7s, 2 8s, 4 9s, and 3 10s. I'm thinking the 6s and 7s bring this thing down to an 8. Alrighty, because we've got 7 here, 2 4 6. Actually, the thing that The thing that survives is the 9 after you eliminate the others. 2, 2, 2. Yep, 1, 9. Okay. So, once again, I don't have this because I didn't originally plan, but there you go. Alrighty, it would be a 9. And let me remove this one. And we are back on track, ladies and gentlemen. I believe it is Zach's turn. And we have issue number 17 of Weird Western Tales.
Okay, this is a little bit more interesting. We see Jonah Hex. He's at a distance, but at least you do see him from the front. I like the coloring of the sky behind him. That's interesting, with the red sun and the slightly darker sky, the dead man hanging there. That's interesting. With the boots on the ground and the sign. I'm gonna give this one a 7. I like again with the wisp, with the fog and everything is also cool. You can actually also the breath coming out of the horse, so it's like cold, I guess, because you can see the breath coming out of the horse's nose. So I like that too. So
Nice.
yeah, I'm gonna say it's a 7.
Alrighty, RDV, what you got?
Well, this comic is so badass. The horse actually is smoking a cigarette. Just
Oh, okay. Yeah. Back in the days when even horses could smoke cigars.
The guy
Sounds like a
lost
Blazing
his,
Saddles joke.
the guy lost his boots. You got Jonah Hex because the fog looked like he's coming in from he's a rider on the sky, right of the storm.
Mhm.
Last warning: do not pass this point. Well, that guy didn't listen. And chances are this is probably the guy who was tracking down to find somebody else. So he's gonna leave
Maybe.
him dead end. That red sun is trippy with the blue.
I know, right? The sky is really, really cool.
But because he's floating, he's walking on air. I'm giving him a 9.
Okie dokies. Eric, what do you say?
I think I'm going to go with the 9 also. Like
All
how
right.
the sun's framing him from behind, and you kind of want to know what's beyond this point.
Yeah.
It's like Star Wars, man.
Evil Black Cat, what do you say?
Well, I'm looking at the cover. I'm noticing the particular hat, and I'm wondering who's going to find One Piece now that Luffy's dead.
That's not a straw hat.
It looks
that's a
like it.
cowboy hat. Uh-huh.
Yeah, don't make Zach get out his.
Yep.
I was watching African Queen the other day, actually, while I was sick on the
What a
couch.
freaking brilliant movie that is.
That
Didn't
is a great movie.
Did you realize that you have the same hat as her?
It's not the same hat. I saw the movie. I know that. Anyway.
I was watching a classic about 2 gentlemen who wanted to impress their girlfriends, so they decided to join an environmental experiment, and it was brilliant in every way that Africa Queen is as well. It's called Biodome. Eric, let's see. We are with.
Also, Black Cat says it's in 7.
Okay. Okay. What do you say?
Yeah, I'm gonna join the chorus of 7s.
Okay.
A magnificent 7. It's a Western joke.
It's an okay 7.
Yeah, I guess it's better than a hateful 8.
Well, that's where I'm going with this one. I think it is. I think I like the cover. It's not as gripping, but it does have some great imagery. I do think that the boots they don't look fallen. They look laid. So it's like whomever took his boots off and just kind of politely laid them on the ground. Otherwise, everything really, it works, but I'm going to give this one an 8. All righty. And let's head on over to, wait, did we get LK?
Yeah, I said 7.
You said 7. Okay, cool. Glenzer says a 9. All right. Let's see. MK340 says that's wild, being able to order a BB gun. Oh, a BB gun. Yeah. I think during our generation, every kid had a BB gun.
And a crossbow, probably.
I've had one of those things.
Yeah. And then, of course, the smaller rifle you would take to hunt with your family. I like it. It grabs your attention. It says Dark Admiral Hair. I give it an 8. All right.
Yeah, and
And
during
then Ethereal Dragons says 7. Go on ahead, Evil Black Cat.
And during Breen's generation, every kid had a rock.
Wait, how many rocks were there?
It was the Stone Age.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yes.
that's why they call
Jonah is looking down, thinking, "Wonder if those boots will fit." Jackson Raycart gives that an 8. Alrighty, 10 for me. That's a morbid-looking cover, but cool, says MK. Broke Mo says 8 for the background. Alrighty, and Maranya says, "Weird Western Tales number 17 cover tells a compelling story. Color evokes the proper eerie mood. I want to read this book," says, and she gives it a 9. Alrighty, and Dark Admiral says, "ROFL Biodome. I love the Iron Man song." Biodome is one of those really shitty movies that I love to watch. And we got the stop. All right, what we got here is 3 10s and 4 9s. And that is, wow, that I think we got 2 6. Oh, wait, I'm looking at the wrong one. Here we have, let's see, 1 10, 4 9s, 4 8s, 4 7s.
so here's a question for you: which is worse, Biodome or Encino Man?
Oh, Biodome by far. Encino Man's a legitimately decent film.
I think they're on the same level.
Yeah. Oh, and hey, Eric, it's not too late. I threw up the stop, but if you want to put a vote in for number 17, go right ahead.
Yeah, go on ahead. I'll add it. We kind of need a tiebreaker at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, I
yeah.
thought he skipped Eric again. I realized another point.
Yeah. So in Breen, so am I understanding this correctly that El Diablo basically by day is a guy in a wheelchair and then he gets summoned and he's kind of the hunter?
Excuse me.
Okay, so now it becomes an 8 because we got 5 7s, 4 8s, 4 9s, and a 10.
Is he Ghost Rider in a wheelchair?
It kind of, at least in this one story, that's pretty freaking cool. In issue 16, it seems like that.
That's hilarious if it is.
Yeah.
Why isn't that a thing, Marvel? Where's our handicapable?
Alrighty, it's RDV, right? Your turn.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, and let me tell you too. There's no shooting the guy in the hand and him getting hauled off to the Hooskow by the sheriff.
RDV.
So this is my first time seeing this cover. I've seen this cover before, and I just love every time. He's like, a guy's like, oh, finally get water, and he's like, poison, because he basically pulled a Looney Tune saying he removed the sign, so the guy would just go drink the poison and die.
He Bugs Bunny'd him.
Yep, pretty much. And the buzzards are there too. They're ready. They go.
Yeah, after that fight in the All-Star Western 11, he tamed him.
Yep.
All right. So what do you give it?
I'm giving this a 10.
All righty. And Eric, what do you say?
10. I agree that this. I love this. It's kind of in your face, but otherwise it wouldn't work. And this, that poor guy just took a big gulp of water. And said, "Oh shit!"
Yeah. The best win is when you don't have to fire a single bullet.
Yep.
All right. Evil Black Cat.
I give this a 10, especially for the Wile E. Coyote signs.
LK, what do you say?
Oh, I guess I'm gonna let myself get bullied here and go with a 10. Again, not so much necessarily for the art, but for what it conveys. So he's definitely a bounty hunter that prefers them dead versus alive.
Alrighty, Zach, what do you say?
I'm gonna give it an. I'm gonna give it an 8. I'm gonna say very good.
Every party has a pooper. That's why we invited you, Mr. Zach.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to think critically and not just for the crowd. No, it's cool. I like, especially I like the vultures. Like the foreshadowing. Like, yeah, this guy is dead. That's why there are vultures there. They're waiting.
You too can think critically every Saturday morning.
But But I mean, it's like it tells you, like, oh, okay, the guy is dead. If the vultures don't get him, Jonah Hex does. There's not really a sense of urgency that makes me feel like I need to read it. Like the cover kind of tells the story. But again, the sky, and the coloring is also really, really great too. So yeah, I'm gonna give it an 8. I'll say it's very good.
I want to know how he got there.
He's dead. I don't care how he got there. He's dead.
So
You want the guy to have an origin story?
I love those stories where it starts off with at the end, and then they retell you the story how he got there, and then there's the final scene.
Oh, so you like the CW arrow then?
Okay, so I made a mistake on the numbering in the.
How dare you?
This is issue number 19, not 18.
Womp womp womp.
There we go. But not to worry, I just changed the numbers on the page, and we're good to go. Alrighty. RDB.
Wow,
Wait, did you start this off?
I think you did.
Oh, so it's my turn. Okay. Look, I am gonna follow the crowd somewhat. The reason being is because I love a story in a cover.
Yeah.
And like LK said,
that's essentially what this is. Yeah.
This tells us exactly about Jonah Hex. He is a bounty hunter. And he just killed this man without firing a shot. He won. He's taking him in. I like these kind of covers. But I'm not giving it a 10. I'm giving it a 9. All righty. And let's get to the chat. And Eric Boyd, we're surviving. Thanks for asking. Okay, cool. I'm glad you are doing well, sir. Glinzer says 9. Maranya is pointing out the mistake I made, putting up 9. Sometimes when I load everything on, it doesn't go... And I did correct a bigger mistake, but missed this one. Ethereal is saying 8. Already agreeing with Zach. Let's see. I'd give it a 10. If I seen it in a long box, I'd definitely pick it up, says Dark Admiral.
I'd buy that for $1.
9, we skipped 18. Now we're going to get to it next. I looked at it. It is on the board here, so...
We didn't skip it all. We're going in order we want to go in. Get used to it.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
At first I thought he was drinking out of a toilet, but out in the desert?
Oh,
okay, I got to say, if there is a random toilet in the desert, I want to use it.
So that looks like a latrine he has. Like the bedpan?
Yeah.
Well, if there was, San
Francisco
paid $3 million for it.
Yeah.
Let's see. At first, I thought he was drinking. Maybe a toilet seat. Okay. Eric says a 7. Already. Eric and Boyd. And then Maranya says Weird Western Tales number 19, colorized scene from classic black and white, tells the story. Coloring is ominous. Scored a solid 8. Nice. Alrighty. And what we got here is 5 10s, 3 9s, 3 8s, and a 7. And I'm thinking it still pulls it right into the 9s. All righty, there we go. And let's get that there. And then we will, of course, move on to number 18, the one we should have been doing. And whose turn is it to go? It's Eric's again?
7. I'm just not feeling the whatever that is. That's
the Wolfman.
Yeah, well, it looks more like Lon Chaney than a grizzly bear, whatever the hell.
I know, right? Yeah,
and everything else about it's great. If they had just done the claw, the paw and the claw, it's a 10. But looking at the face, it looks like actually kind of looks a little bit like Werewolf by Night, Mike Plug, version. But yeah, but unfortunately that just takes me right out of the cover.
All right. Evil Black Cat.
I'm giving this a 7.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
LK.
Yeah, just a little too goofy for me. I'm gonna go 7 as well.
All righty. Zach, what do you say?
This is a 9 for me. Again, it goes into that spooky supernatural Western. Also, I like again with the night outside, the night sky, the foggy night, the full moon. Also, hey, this is actually something of a close up of Jonah Hex's face. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's a 9.
All right. RDV.
I do like he's coming in. You're seeing from like the chin up, perspective. Like those old school lantern, the cross hatching on the actual the wood and stuff. But you also see the ray of light coming off there, shining up the lines, and then you get the moon and stuff. Yeah, this is an 8 for me. Obviously, if you look, let's tell the story. You look on the right, he's got the beast escaped the cape. The bars are bent out.
Mm-hmm.
So like he is. It would have been a 10 for me if he had his hand on the gun, ready to go, because he knew it's coming. But this place, no, he's gonna get his ass kicked.
All right, and what do you put?
8.
8. All right.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it. Yeah, the Wolfman, Wolf Bear guy, whatever, kind of looks goofy, but everything else is so good.
Marvel.
The lighting, like the cage, like you said, the crosshatch, the moon outside, all the elements there. I'm gonna give this one an 8. I think.
I love the old school locks like that, padlocks too. I love those.
Mm-hmm. And let's see what we got going on here. Yep, Werewolf by Night, says Jackson Raykirk. Give it a 7. And then Dark Admiral, I'd give it a 10. This is my kind of cover. I love Bronze Age horror. Oh, which reminds me, I need to put up a poll in just a little bit. Let's see. Glenzer gives it a 9. Alrighty, and we have a 7 from Broke Mo. All right, next up, talking about Sulphur Water. Did we start for this one? Yeah, we did. Maranya saying Weird Western Tales, number 18, drama with the gorilla over the cowboy. Supernatural elements with the coloring, night sky, beast, full moon, great detail, score spooky 10. Alrighty, and Erica Boyd says it doesn't look much like Jonah Hex to him. Give it a 5. Alrighty. And then we have Ethereal Dragon saying 9, and MK says a 10. Commenting, for me, love the horror vibe, looks the evil Sasquatch about to pounce on him. Alrighty, and let's see what we got here. We have 3 10s, 3 9s, 2 8s, but 5 7s, and 1 5. So I think that brings it down. I think that brings it down to like a 7.5. So
tragic.
Yeah, because we skip all the way down to 5, so that takes down 2 notches. So there we go. Yep, we got this in the 7s. Okay, so whose turn is this? You know, I'm going to do. I own the channel privileges, and I'm going to start on this one. I think who would it otherwise be? RDV, or is it Eric's turn?
I don't know.
I'm not paying attention to that crap.
Okay, but I'll take it, and then I'll give Eric the next one, because this right here is one of my favorite comic book covers of all time.
Ooh.
The freaking whole thing is just a green night sky. I love the fact that they let the title banner be colored with the green night sky. The Indians thinking they're sneaking up on them. You only see Jonah Hex through the light of his match. Once again, you mentioned the supernatural elements, the clouds crossing across the yellow moon, the green clovers on the ground, the blues. No, it's just absolute. This is a mood piece. This is a work of art right here, and it is freaking amazing. It is obviously I'm filleting it. It's a 10 for me, without a fucking doubt. Alrighty, Eric.
You can just hit rewind and then play what you said over it for me.
Alrighty,
10.
It is a fucking 10, hands down. Evil Black Cat, what do you say?
I go with the 10.
Okay.
Like it's
Alrighty.
creepy enough. There's the sense of impending danger, but we can also see that he's sort of aware of it. And of course, he's smoking, so.
Of course. LK, what do you say?
Yeah, I'll go 10. I was debating back and forth, but yeah, the ambiance of it is 10 worthy.
It is so fucking awesome. Zach, I will smack your mama. What do you think? What do you think?
You know what? I might actually have to give this one a 10 also. The skies on these covers just don't miss. The skies are great. I like this is a close up of his face. You can actually see it in detail. There's urgency because there's the Indians sneaking up on him with the tomahawks. Yeah, I'll you know what? I will give this a 10. I will give this one a 10.
Alrighty. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 5. Okay, RDB, what do you say?
Well, I like that he's got a match. He's lighting his smoke. He hears the other guys coming up behind him. He obviously knows they're there to bear the hatchet. Let bygones be bygones. 3 little Indians about to be snuffed out by a competitor. Couldn't ask for a better Zack cover. Yeah, everything you said, dude, in here. Only thing I would get rid of is the 20 cents thing, circle thing. I would make it smaller so it's not so obnoxiously huge. But they did it purposely to let you know it's only 20 cents.
Well, it's also the same size as the DC logo.
Also, I'm upset that the Native Americans are working with the Comic Code Authority.
I'm kind of upset you call the Indians Native Americans. That being said, Maranya is saying throw out all the Rusky judges that scores less than a 9. I think she was talking about the last one. Glenzer says 10. Eric and Boyd, I'm not a Rusky. Okay. A hard 10, says Dark Admiral. Just wow, the colors, the details. Alrighty. And Eric, 8. I like the lighting and potential for pending action. Really? An 8 for this? What is a 10? Tell me what a 10 cover is to you, Eric and Boyd. And if it's that Wolverine where you see the Hulk, come on, seriously. Let's see. This is a 10 cover. Yeah, Aaron. Aaron, Blacks versus Nightwolf, wrong universe. 10 for 10 for me. That epic background and Jonah ready for the natives in the back. Just so cool. Alrighty.
Realistically, if these were going up against America Chavez would always be 10.
Okay. Weird Western Tales 20. Yuri Green Sky. Drama tells the story and sells the book. Still framed from a black and white Western colorized. I want to read the story. Score it a solid 10. Alrighty. 9 from Ethereal Dragon. Really? I'm just kidding. I don't need to explain. I have my criteria. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Of course. Alrighty, but the truth of the matter is, kids, we have 1, 8, 1, 9, 10 10s. So this joins the very first appearance of Jonah Hex in the super awesome category, even with the doubters.
I just had one of those nightmares everybody has when you're begging boarding comic books, where the tape lightly grabs the cover.
Oof.
Gee, what's that like if you do it in an auction in front of everybody on camera?
But
They
see,
will never let you let it down.
there was no E. There was nowhere near the E's on my book.
Alrighty. Oh, go ahead.
Was that why you spelled Peter Noon without the E the other day?
It was. Actually, I forgot. Is there an E? Is there not an E? I don't know if there's a. Let me post it. Ah, shit, there is an E.
I like Patar. Patar.
Alrighty. Eric.
9. It's just something. The news thing just seems like it's a tiny bit off, but I like the guy hanging already.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they're thinking that's going to be Jonah's fate also, but Yeah, it's just not quite enough to merit a 10.
All righty. Evil Black Cat.
For me, this is an 8.
Okie dokie.
It's a little too simple. Like, for a while, I thought that was just the background, but then I noticed that he's actually riding a horse. So, I think maybe if it was zoomed out a little bit, like, not much going on here. So, an 8.
All right. All right. LK, what do you say?
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with the 8s here. Good detail on Jonah, but just not enough.
All right. Zach.
I'm gonna say it's a 4. It's just kind of boring to me. Like, okay, we've seen the Hanging Man already. Jonah's not doing. The sky is nice. Again, the sky is just slap on these covers, but and also kind of the angle of the noose coming at him looks weird. Like, did the hanging guy? Does he have a friend throwing? Like, it's kind of I don't know. So I'm gonna say 4.
So what you're saying is, given the life you've led, what's another lynching?
Yeah. I was like, it's a common theme currently.
Okay, you know what? I know a lot of those jokes are thrown around.
That was
one
kind of
was
funny.
funny.
that was pretty good.
Give credit where it's due. Eric did a good
Change
one.
my grade though. Does not change my vote.
RDV, what do you say?
It's Jonah Hex's face. That's the only thing that throws it off for me.
Kind of looks like Wally West if he got the Two-Face treatment.
Yeah, or Clayface kind of falling apart.
Yeah, a little bit.
So I got to give this a 9.
All
But
right.
like I say, I do love the angle and the detail on the boots and the pants and everything. You know, once again, purple with an orange sun. Were they running out of colors?
I like how each one is a different set of colors. That's kind of cool.
You want to know a 10 cover? Okay, so same situation, but he's facing the other way, and the noose is tightening to the point where it's bringing his neck up. That's a 10 cover, because right here, it looks like they lassoed him while he was passing by a dead guy. It doesn't look like he was prepared to hang. They were actually just throwing the rope over him. So it doesn't quite make it there. But once again, the colors are good. The lighting's good. The shading's good. I'm going to give it an 8 as well. Moving on to the chat. Glenzer gives it an 8, and Ethereal Dragon agrees. Alrighty, and then we've got a 7 from Dark Admiral. And Eric and Boyd also gives it a 7. We have, I'll give this one an 8 also. What are those little mini saws on the back of the boot called? Spurs.
Spurs.
They're used to look cool and to kick horses right. Yeah, you kick them in the left, it goes left. Kick them in the right, goes right.
It's like
Hindquarters.
that really lame team from San Antonio.
Never understood why you needed 2. Left side of the horse goes, right side of the horse goes. Let's see. I'll give this an Weird Western Tales 21. Noose is a touch off. Detail wise, feels like a Rush Deadline cover, which is a shame because cool concept. Score it a 7. Alrighty. No problem. Okie dokie. 2 9s, 5 8s, 3 7s, and we skip 1 2. So we got 1 2 3. And that still leaves, it puts it into the 8 column still. Alrighty. Let's see. 1 2 3 5 1 2. Yep. Okie dokies. Not the greatest.
No, not really. No.
Like if it was him sitting on the ground and there's a guy hanging in the tree and then that's tied to his horse and he's just lighting a cigarette, that's a 20 for me.
Alrighty. Speaking of 20s, we're going to move to 22.
22.
Alrighty, and this is LK's turn again.
Say what?
Oh, me again. Okay. Let's see here. I mean, it's an interesting cover, but it's just Not enough. 7.
All right. Zach, what do you say?
I kind of like this. I'm going to say 8. Looks like they're in a stagecoach. I don't know. It just kind of reminds me like he's sitting across from this guy. It's like somebody's been sent after him because he's got a photograph of him, before his accident. I like the little Dillinger gun or whatever it's called, the little like one-shot pistol that he's got. I don't know. I'm gonna say it's an 8. I just like the suspense. It's like I don't know, like I don't know, 2 people in like that confined space. It's almost like a bottle episode or something.
All right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
LK, you are mumbling.
So Zach, did you give it a bonus point?
Why?
Don't make the obvious joke. Please don't do it.
Do I need to spell it out?
Because of the flag. Is that why?
You know, it's weird that you noticed that, sir. All righty. Venkman, what do you say?
Are they in a train car moving?
It's a stagecoach.
A
It looks like a stagecoach.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would agree. It's a stagecoach because you can kind of see the little roll up there on the window on his.
Yeah, look, there's cacti in the back left side there.
Yeah, I'm going with train. I think that's a train myself. But
That could be a train too.
Anywho, they're in a moving vehicle. What do you say, Venkman?
I say I've always wondered what he looked like without his disfigurement.
Disfiguring.
Yeah. It's a good word, like Homaji, bro.
Disfiguring.
He said what he said.
I like it. It's a good
And
one.
I'll say it again.
Add it to your dictionary. I dug it.
And the guy's got a little bitch pistol too. I noticed that.
It's the Dillinger. It's the little covert. It pops out of your sleeve.
It's the prostitute pistol.
Oh my gosh.
Here in your purse.
Fancy man's pistol because it comes out of the sleeve. It's just like, and then you're there. You just
Anyway, I gotta give this an 8. But what is that tattoo on the guy's thumb? Is that the artist?
Tattoo.
On the thumb there, there's 2 lines.
I think it's just a wrinkle.
That's his knuckle.
No, it looks like there's 6.
Oh wait, no, he's right. He's right. Hold on, just a sec.
Hang on, let me full screen.
It's a signature of some sort.
Maybe it's a signature hidden in the wrinkles of his knuckle. Maybe I don't know.
Yep, it is. I'm looking at a larger. Yeah, it is. It's a signature. It looks like
cool.
Tony DeZuniga.
You are correct, sir.
Yeah.
Nice.
Interesting.
I didn't even full screen for that either. I just saw like little writing.
That is a good call, sir. All right, what did you give it, RDV?
I give it an 8.
An 8. All righty, Eric, what do you say?
Again, I had time to change my vote. I'm giving this a 10.
All right.
The guy's sitting there, they're in close confinement, so his little pistol will work, the little Derringer. And I like it. He's like looking over, he goes, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's him. And we're about 2 seconds away from hoping that Jonah's on his guard, because he's going to need to be.
Jonah's going to shoot him in the crotch.
I hope that bigger eye is giving him more observation ability.
Evil Black Cat?
I give this an 8. Like it's
Okey-dokey.
suspenseful. And the gun is basically those quick fire 1-round sneak guns. It's the one that Dr. King Schultz used to shoot that Leo's character, what's his face, and broke Zack's heart. Because that was his favorite character of all time.
Why did I come back here?
I don't know, Zach. You're welcome, by the way.
I know that was a joke.
All righty. And you gave it an 8. All right, LK.
You came back because it was Jonah Hex and he was on your
You
team.
started this off. It's my turn. I like this. Like I said, I like story covers. This obviously does. Zach pointed out, of course, we get he's looking at a picture of Jonah Hex before the accident. Love that. It doesn't have the moodiness that a lot of these covers have had, and that detracts a little bit. That being said, this is a 9, in my opinion. Going to the chat, we've got, hey, Rhaegar, what's up? How's it going? We have Glinzer giving this a 7, and Eric and Boyd saying a 6. Alrighty. And who wants to make? Okay, who wants to make the joke? We did. Details are great, but just a meh concept, says Dark Admiral. 9 out of 10 for me. I like the overall theme. Kind of dark way to kill him using his own picture as cover. Alrighty, and that was a 9. And then, hey, it's Rhaegar, says MK. Weird Western Tales 22. Great concept, well executed, based on black and white Western film, still colorized. Sells the book, entices me to read it. Scores a definite 10. Alrighty.
VENKMAN, do you have something you need to say?
Wow, it is a perfect 10, sir.
That wasn't what I was talking about. Or did you already say hello to somebody?
Let me look. Oh, I haven't been really doing that in a while, but if you insist, sir, for old time's sake. How's it going, little Rhaegar?
Now it's complete.
Oh no, MK out ZACK. Ethereal says 6.
ZACK.
Alrighty. And then we have Derringer is the name of the gun, not Dillinger. Zach, you hear it?
Derringer. Thank you. I stand
Dillinger.
corrected. Dillinger. Why did I think Dillinger? Where is that from?
That's the other gangster.
What a fitting
Oh, yeah,
stream
yeah,
topic,
yeah,
Miss Samuel. I just got out of the Pony Express Rodeo. Well, by all means, join in on the cover grading. We only have about 3 more, but if you want to go back and put your votes in or your votes,
I gotta
feel
say
free
that
to.
if somebody mentioned that Pony Express or Rodeo anywhere else with Pride Month, totally different meaning.
Rhaegar is saying, hey guys, the joke is racism is funny. Yes, exactly. Actually, to me, the reactions of people to racism are funny, especially if you get quick anger, because it's someone letting the dumbest of us control their feelings. I always thought that was weird and kind of funny. Alrighty, so what we got here, and once again, feel free to jump in with your, I'll add it, Sam. But what we have right here is 2 10s, 2 9s, 3 8s, 2 7s, and 3 5s. And that looks like it leaves it in the 8 column. All right. And zoink.
Loink.
Oakley, do y'all mind I overrode? I put this one in the 7s. If y'all have any objection, just give it, just go on ahead. Let me know. Let's see. It is now RDV's turn to start us off. And here is issue number 23.
Wow, Jonah's looking different and different the more I see him. He started out being gray hair. Now he's blonde.
Yeah, it looks really old on this one.
And then there's them in the room there too. How many Jonahs are there? Oh. Wow. So I love this. He basically pulled what every kid does in every freaking movie, Hollywood movie, or like they want to make it look like they're sleeping. They prop something in there. He filled up his jacket and his hat, and he put a straw and put the paper there. And these guys are gonna come kill him, and he's just gonna blow him away. This is cool. I love it. This is a 10 for me.
All righty. All right, Eric. What do you say?
I'm gonna give this a 10 also.
Okie doke.
It just like I said, tells the story. You know what's coming.
They don't.
No, they don't.
Just like
We
Alicia.
do.
They didn't see that coming.
Oh,
No.
gosh.
Evil Black Cat.
I give this an 8.
All righty.
Yeah.
And LK?
Yeah, I'm going 10. This might be my favorite cover of the night in terms of the story and the detail.
Okay. Zach, what do you say?
I think I'm also gonna give it an 8. It sets up the premise for the story, kind of gets you psyched up for what's inside. I do find it weird that neither of the guys in the doorway notice that he's missing a hand in the bed.
Well,
But
it's on the other side. They can't see it.
oh, you think so? Okay.
Yeah.
But I do like the setup. It's a very clever setup for a cover. So yeah, I'm gonna give it an 8. Plus, it's got I just now noticed. Hey, it's got the little head, the little floating head in the corner. DC did do those, so yeah, I'm gonna stick with an 8.
That's been up there for a while.
Now,
I
my whole
just
thing about
noticed.
this one, is, did he pull the straw out of the bed? because I actually thought it was a dead body, maybe a bounty that he had with him or something. But yeah, and also this does intrigue me. I want to know what's up with President Grant, and is that a reason why they're coming to kill him? Is it because he is a former Civil War soldier and they want to protect him? They want to arrest him? What's the deal? This is a very this cover asks questions or makes you ask questions. I like this one. This one gets a 10. At first, I wasn't going 10, and while I talked myself into it, this is really good because I want to open it up. I want to find out what's going on in this. It worked. All righty. Next up, Glenzer says 9. Eric and Boyd and Dark Admiral and Ethereal Dragon say 8.
That's right. We are the Hateful Eight
I
gang.
mean, there is a reason why Jonah Hex and these books are coming in like my favorites, because every cover is great. Stories are even better on the inside too.
Love the Scarecrow, Fake Guy in the Bed, the Light, the Newspaper. I'll give this a 9, says MK.
So
alrighty. Hold on just a sec. I just noticed Floating Head only because Zach pointed it out.
the first few books we had, El Diablo, and then the other guys, they all had floating heads. And even Angle Team made mention of it, how they hide his face on the very first cover.
Oh, it's Eric.
Well, I'm just saying, it was mentioned.
Fat old guy. We're interchangeable.
the other old guy.
Yeah. Okay. Waiting. I know Maranya hasn't put her 2 cents in, so waiting for that, and then we'll move on. And we've got.
Sorry, inflation. We need more than 2 cents.
Okay. She didn't put her nickel's worth of advice on this cover. Yes, all the covers I've seen manage to convey a story of what may happen inside the comic. I know. Isn't that awesome?
There's a comment.
All right, Maranya says, Weird Western Tales number 23 continues the trend of using black and white Western movie steals as references for a detailed, striking, and compelling cover. I want this book. Score it a 10. All righty. And then MK talking to Rhaegar. Okay, here we go, guys. We've got 5 8s, 5 10s, 2 9s. This doesn't make it to the 10s, but it will join in the awesome. It wasn't voted super awesome. It was voted awesome.
It's acceptable. That's acceptable.
Oh my gosh.
Even gangsters got to admit the best head is a floaty head.
I'm thinking that might be the best of the 9s. I've been trying to grade them as we go. This is where I put everything. So.
If they put more floating heads on covers, I would be picking up Avengers books every week, regardless of who wrote them.
Alrighty, it is RDV's turn to start us off, right? Or no, he started this time, right?
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't pay attention to these things.
Okay. Eric.
I'm gonna give this a 9.
Okie doke.
It's simple but effective. It says everything you need to know about the story. And the guy's being pretty much on the nose there with his word balloon.
All righty. Evil Black Cat, what do you say?
I'll give this a 7.
A 7.
Yeah, it's not as good as the previous ones. Not that, like, the details aren't really is there, but it isn't as detailed and as nice as the other ones to look at as the other ones.
Yeah. Alrighty. How about you, LK?
Yeah, I mean, it's simple. It doesn't convey, but it's just not doing much for me. 7.
Alrighty. Hey, Zach.
Hey.
Talk a lot. I need to do something here. And what do you think?
Make sure you wash your hands.
Right.
Sky, again, the sky slaps. I like the red sun. I like the yellow. That's really cool. The detail is nice on the clothes and the figures. There's a floaty head, so that gets it a point. I just shook my whole computer setup there. Overall, though, I gotta say, I gotta give it a 6 because, yeah, Jonah looks like he's about to fall. Oh no! But come on, do we really think he's gonna die? I mean, he's got to be in the next issue and whatever. So, yeah, I'm gonna say it's a 6 though. It also the best thing about Jonah Hex is the most interesting part is his face, and you're covering most of that in this. Plus, it's at a distance. So yeah, I gotta say it's a 6. I gotta say it's average. He's obviously gonna live. There's not a sense of urgency. Yeah. So that's all I gotta say. I hope I said enough words.
You said a lot of words, sir.
Good deal.
Let's see what we got. We got 2. Let me throw in.
Eric and Boyd and Ethereal are with me. They say 6 as well. My brothers. And then MK had to be different. Says it's like the pit. Spikes underneath. I give it a 7. Are they on Krypton with the red sun? No, they're in Japan. Japan has a desert.
Okay, and I'm putting up the poll. What we've got going on, guys. The next time we do this, probably tomorrow night, 10:30, we're doing Spider-Woman. And then after that, we've got Phantom Lady. And the poll is for after that. So
Phantom Lady.
I gave 4 titles. So make sure you vote to put in your 2 cents. RDV, did you no, it's your turn. Right. We started
I'll
there.
just say this. I'll be appalled if Herbie does not win this poll.
Don't let Herbie win, y'all. Pick Phantom Lady.
So this book really appeals to me. It's like reminds me when I first started reading like a Tom King. Didn't know anything about him. Started out great, and then you die. One more step in one more book, and then it sucks. Honestly, it's generic. I still want to know the story though, so I'm gonna give it 8.
Okay. Zach, what did you give it?
I gave it a 6.
A 6. All right.
It just doesn't grab me. He's obviously gonna live.
And
yeah.
I guess I'll need to read the next issue then.
I guess so.
I guess I got to say this is a very simple, kind of dull cover to me. It is. You know. Especially when you compare it to a lot of the books, even the best of them. This is very meh to me. I'm giving it a 5. All right. Did I just throw the fat and not the Fat Fury?
No, you have Herbie on there.
Okay.
Herbie the fat furry.
Fury, not furry.
I'm just kidding.
I figured we could do the House of Mystery that I put up is the one that after it became a superhero title, it returned to horror, and we could start there. The one with the door and all that kind of stuff and the hand coming out. That's one of the things. There's always eras. Sometimes start at the beginning. We could start at the middle. But that's the one of those that I'm talking about. Everything else probably started at the very beginning. This we all did this cover. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's go to the chat where we got Glinzer giving it an 8 and Dark Admiral giving it a 7. All right. And then Maranya says, Weird Western Tales 24, simple, tells a story, great concept, but slightly rushed in execution. She gives it an 8. And Eric and Boyd and Ethereal both give it 6s. Nice. It's like the pit spikes underneath. Are they on Krypton or with a red sun? I give it a 7, says MK. And let's see. Yeah, we are actually fighting. Okay. Rhaegar selected the Fat Fury. Yes. Whoever is voting for Herbie better stop it. What do you mean? It's Herbie. You can guarantee it is RDV using all the counts.
Wait a second. When I heard someone say whoever's voting for Herbie better stop it, I didn't even have to look to see who posted that.
I mean, House of Mystery of Bronze Age, that's great enough, but it's Herbie, dude.
I hope you don't mind me saying, but I enjoy these tier and ranking streams so much better than other ones you do. Just my opinion. So this is your favorite of the streams. Well, that's cool. Thank you. Thank you very much. This is one that we need you guys to like for this to work, really. I mean, I guess we could talk among ourselves and make it a video, but it is so much better with everybody voting, in my opinion.
Is Herbie the one with the car and that chick that got addicted to drugs that was also in?
If that would,
yes, that's exactly what we're talking about.
If that would make you vote for it, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So we got a 9 and a 5. Then we move in. We've got 3 6s and 3 8s, which means this lands solidly on the 7 category. Okay, and kids, we are up to the very last. I believe we started with Eric last time, right?
I think so.
All righty. Evil Black Cat, you want to lead us off here on the last cover of the night, ladies and gentlemen?
I do, and this is definitely a 9.
All right.
Yeah, Jonah looks a little too covered in whatever that he's covered in, as well as the horse, so you lose a bit of detail, especially on the face. The guy is scared. He's dropping his kettle. And is he coming out of quicksand?
He's coming out of quicksand.
Yes, he is.
Hey, everyone, Google, actually YouTube that scene with the horse in quicksand.
It's a comic book.
Oh,
it's a comic book.
We aren't looking that.
All righty, LK, what do you say?
I don't want to cry tonight.
You cry every night.
Yeah, it's got a lot of good detail in it. Oh, what the hell's the last one? I'll go 10.
All righty. Zach, what do you say?
I like the ghostly appearance of Jonah coming out of the quicksand, like he should be dead, but he's not. I also like the appearance of Festus from Gunsmoke. That's a great cameo there. See, I am gonna give this a 10, not because it's the last one, but again, the night sky. I like that eerie green color in the night sky. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 10. I want to see. I want to know, how does he get out of the quicksand?
RDV.
Yeah. Wow. I just gotta say, he looks like a living nightmare right there. Not only is he's coming out, he looks like a ghoul. His face is all marred upside. That guy dropped his can or kettle there and all there. And he's just like, oh shit. Like, can a guy just have a nice campfire next quicksand? You know,
right
in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
I will say this: I'm disappointed that there's no one eating beans in any of these covers. There's nothing, it's always just people have points with the drink. There's no food. Where's Mariko Tamaki when you need her? Dude, 10. That is just badass. Right. I mean, he's coming out of freaking quicksand. Quickly.
Alrighty, Eric Breen.
I'm gonna give this a 10. This would be an 11 if there'd been a word balloon. The guy sitting on the ground saying, "you," and the horse you rode in on.
Alrighty. Yeah, I've got to give this a 10 too. It's got all the right elements. Maybe I just like green Jonah Hex covers, but the sun is almost colored by the green tint. The eeriness of it, of him coming out, he looks ghostly. It's amazing, and the guy dropping the kettle is such a great addition to it. Alrighty, but yeah, I'm giving this a 10 as well. That is just badass. That's a great cover. Alrighty, let's see what the chat says. Remember to smash the like button, says Dark Admiral. That's a good idea. And go on over to Ko-Fi, drop $1 in the tip jar, or join. Let's see. Glenzer says 9 is where is Eric and Boyd and Samuel Proctor. Alrighty, and that is 3. 1, 2, and 3. And then I'd give it a 10. I'd pick it up if I seen it, says Dark Admiral. All right. And then we have, looks very supernatural again, very ghostly. Also, did he steal Gandalf's horse? what was his name? Storm Shadow or Shadow Fox?
Shadow Fax. Very close.
Shadowhawk. Yeah.
Shadow Fax.
Shadowhawk. Yeah.
Show me the
We're saying the same thing. No.
That's a
Shadowfax. I always forgot the horse's name. I give a 10 of 10, says MK.
I like Carfax,
Right.
Shadow. Show me the Shadowfax.
And then let's see.
That's kind of funny.
Uncle Festus, says Rhaegar Fester from Adam's Family. Zach mentioning an old Farts TV show character. I am impressed on Eric's behalf.
That was every
Well, who
weekday.
said that?
Me. I made a Gunsmoke reference.
No. Who said he's impressed on Eric's behalf?
What was
Oh, that was
Eric Boyd,
that was
the other Eric.
who was that? Yeah, Eric and Boyd.
Yeah.
Maranya says Weird War Tales 25, another cover that embodies the weird in Western tales. Purple of the trade dress echoed in the outlaw Jonah is hunting. Amazing cover, a weird Western tale. Solid 10. All righty. Let's see. Ethereal is giving it an 8. And then we have Donkey Under the Bridge action. You and the horse are riding in on. No. You do not want to mix those two.
You really
No,
don't.
you think it might be fun, but it just ruins the night. It really does. All righty, there we go, guys. Holy crap, we've got 3. Well, here we go. We got 1 8, 4 9s, and then we have 8 10s. I say it barely ekes out, but it makes it to the 10 lot. Holy crap, this is the best so far. We've had 3 10s tonight.
I told you, you put on the Confederate stuff in there, people are going to like it.
There you go. Yes. Yes. No, but that it is true.
Hey,
I'm sorry. But
Zach, is this your first one of these?
Yes, it is.
I wonder why.
gosh darn it.
He's our special guest because of his expertise.
You know, Zach, I actually try to not have this kind of joking around happen all the time for you, but I fail.
It is what it is.
Hey.
I've learned to accept it.
Zach brought it up on himself because.
Okay, so we've got. I put these in the order that I thought as I was going along. The worst being the step one more time, hex then die, and then the hanging cover, the weird looking bear creature, the hanging guy whose boots were laid peacefully down on the ground, the bounty hunter. So it's like 13, 12, 11, 10 starting the very goods. Then the Diablo cover with the mist, him fighting off vultures. Then obviously I don't have the other two or the other Diablo covers, but the Poison Well, him dying in the desert, and then the bounty hunters come to get him. And finally, the top 3 being the coming out of quicksand, the very first appearance, and the Indians. That's that is what I put at first. LK, what do you say? What's the best cover of the night?
I mean, honestly, if I go back, after all the covers, I would probably say the first one.
The first appearance?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, it's up there, right?
Yeah.
Zach, how about you?
What is this for? Like the #1 favorite?
Yeah,
of
what
all
would
the,
you say?
of all the covers?
It doesn't have to be in the top 3. Like, what is your favorite of the night?
I like the one where he's going into the cabin and there's the werewolf in the roof. That one was neat. I like that one.
Right here? Yep.
Yeah, that's the one. Why is that
Okay.
in the same category as the 2 boring ones? Chat, y'all have failed.
RDV, what do you think?
Deserves
What's your favorite?
better.
For the number
For the whole
one-
night. What's your favorite for the whole night?
Oh man, it's a toss up between the one you got up there on the 10 up there on the far left, green one, or just tied down to the sun and then the snake come and get him.
Yeah, those are pretty cool. Eric.
The one that you had, the guy where he's lighting the cigarette with the Indians coming after him.
Yeah.
That is classic. And it's not just our opinion. That's pretty much universally. Yeah.
It is.
I feel
such a
like-
great.
I still say it's funny though. Like you have the Comic Code Authority right there, right behind the Indians supporting them.
How about you, Black Cat? What is the best to you of all the Jonah Hex that we saw tonight?
I think it's the first appearance.
All right. Hey, it's a great cover. I mean, you know, there's hardly a bad choice on this one. I mean, the worst grade that this got was a 3 from, I believe it was Ethereal Dragon to issue number 15. One of the boring El Diablo cover, but that's an El Diablo. When you bring Jonah Hex into it, they're all decent. I think also he gave a 4 to 1 on number 21. But there you go. Good times, for the love of God. What are we doing? Oh, please stop. Doompole. Oh, Doompole jumped in and gave that last cover an 8. So I'm going to put that down so it will be in the. It will affect the grade in the video. All right. I'm not certain if I conveyed my opinion adequately, but I meant that I prefer these particular streams involving ranking and tiers of covers, characters, and the like a lot more. These are fun. Yeah, we started. We just needed something to do. And I figured, okay, I remember we used to do tier lists a long time ago where we would talk about best books, best this, best that. And the covers seemed to be the most fun, where we would go through like year 1963 for Thor, which we might bring, we might do that, you know. If we're doing a superhero, because I really only like about 12 to 14 covers. Otherwise, we go for 3 hours. But yeah, we might sometime jump on, say, like Daredevil 1 through 12 or something along those lines. So it's a lot of fun. Best cover for me is a tie between the Smoking Jonah and the Spread Eagle Jonah. Third is the bar room with the guys reaching for the coins. That's a good one.
Spread Eagle
Werewolf is Ethereals. Werewolves are slaves to their masters, the governor, excuse me, which is the moon. That's why.
Got E doing it now too.
Yeah.
Wow, he doesn't want to be you.
Eric, yes, by all means. If you guys, let me run through here before we sign off. And if you did not vote on the earlier ones, this was All Western number 10. This is the very first appearance of Jonah Hex. Alrighty. And then we had All-Star Western number 11. And then Weird Western Tales number 11. And then Weird Western Tales number 12. Number 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Have you seen this movie? 20, 21,
I was just copying what Zach
22, 23, 24, and 25. There we go. Alrighty. And yeah, if you have any that you need to regrade or grade for the first time, by all means, please do. Once again, this is one of the elements I like about this, the interactive. You guys get it. You guys are in on it. You know, it's and I appreciate the super chats too, but it's not necessary to vote or anything. But thank you very much. Windsor, how about a list for best ad on the rear cover?
You'd have to go across several books because for a while they all had in the 80s. They all had the same covers.
Yeah, but it's kind of like today, where like all the DCs all have the same back cover. And
I'm going through books right now. They had video games in the late.
Well, I get this, but yeah, it could be throughout all of time. You know, Got Milk.
Yeah, I remember the Got Milk. That was a good
those
era.
kind of things, or Sell Grit, that kind. Get These Army Men. You know those.
Or the
That's a thought. If I could put together 13 good ones, I think that would be a list. What do we got? Oh, hold on. Let me. There we go. Amaze your friends with my Willy Wonka magic card trick. There you go. Yeah, it's things like that. Yeah, that actually is interesting.
On the back of a Charlton book, but I'll show tomorrow.
Oh, I've got one. Hey, Glenzer.
I will tell you 2 words. Evil Knievel.
Yes, we would have to include that. Yeah, that's the cell like grit
Yep,
or seeds or
yep.
something like that.
Yeah,
no,
I got
great.
I got 2 words too. Made in America.
Yeah. Of course, you get to the 80s, 90s.
And you get the video games and such. But
Yeah,
what
there's
I'm
the-
thinking
there's the
is,
charm
and this
of the
is
70s.
this just popped in. How about the ads that we'll make it so it's like you're more likely to buy, but we would have to include things like what was his name, Big Jim Brown's Karate, things like that.
Say what?
Yeah, you guys remember that? Like one guy was selling karate. You got the sea monkeys. You have the big log cabin. You had the little army men. We can gather those kind of things, and then the tier list would be most likely to buy.
The Kung Fu one was never on the back cover. That was Count Dante.
Yeah, I know it was inside. I'm kind of adjusting it a little bit, but yeah.
My favorite is when you look in the ads and you could buy like a grenade.
Eric and Boyd says the All-Star Western number 10, the Vultures. That's 11. That gets a 10 from me. Number 12 gets a 10 as well. Alrighty.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'll tell you, I was flipping through some of these books while we were going through the covers, just because they actually were pretty fascinating. And I mean, the story in Weird Western Tales number 16 is pretty good. But I mean, it also has all of the quintessential comic book ads. I mean, as I say, it starts out with the BB gun ad. Then you go through, you get an ad for the Easy Bake Oven for albums, and then you have the Shazam ad. Then, hey, you never finished high school? Well, Wayne Skull will want to help you finish at home.
You realize that obviously Count Dante is number 1. Number 2 is the insult that made a man out of Mac, where the guy gambles on the free stamp to get the Charles Atlas build a better body thing. Then he goes back to the beach and punches out the bully. Oh,
hello
Mac,
to
you're
Gratu.
a real man after all. Gratu.
You know who got milk? Cindy Sweeney. I swear to God, she's all boobs. By the way, I watched Madam Web with Gail, and I was thinking, I mean, she's pretty, but she's all right. She's okay.
And now you know why we want her as Shayna, the She-Devil.
Yeah, okay, I get it. I get that.
What are you talking about?
Yep.
But she's pretty,
go,
but she's
Eric.
not gorgeous or anything.
Well, you also have to realize too, they uglied her up in Madam Web. I mean, that beyond the story is one of the biggest sins of Madam Web.
She's not even ugly in Madam Web.
No, she's not ugly, but
Well, compared to what she looks like. But yeah, Eric, this is the one you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
There are a lot of variations on it, but yeah.
It's Kung Fu like from Kung Fu. The legend continues. Nope. No, that was different. Nothing like Hostess Fruit Pie ads.
Yeah.
That would be a good one too. I
is
remember DC did that
Laura
year
Dale
back.
Guts.
People were saying the way they did it looked like a continuation of the comic itself. Yes, there were some Snickers ads that were like right in the middle, and one of them was a Jon Stewart ad, and I was reading a Jon Stewart book, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" Oh, it's an ad. Okay.
A 7-foot-tall monster for $1. Wow.
Yes, these are the kind of things I'm talking about. We gotta find about 13 of those that are actually pretty cool. The best of them.
Yeah, I paid job in drafting.
There you go.
There's your classic practical jokes from the Honor House.
Yeah, these were like selling grit or selling seeds or something along those lines.
Yeah, well, no, this was all the practical, the practical jokes and stuff. The classic, the X-ray specs, the onion gum, the surprise package, the skinhead wig, the secret spy scope, the secret book safe, the joy buzzer, and you can get a Raquel Welch pillow for $1.98. R.I.P.
I have one already. So, guys, make sure that you're voting. And I'm going to stop the poll in just a little bit. Going to give everybody a last chance to vote for the title. Next up is Spider-Woman. Then we've got Phantom Lady. And what do you guys want next? I listed a few. And we got to throw something a little lighthearted in there as well.
So what is tomorrow?
Friday.
Tomorrow is Friday, and we're doing an unboxing with RDV at his channel.
Okay.
And
what
then,
about Saturday?
Say again?
And what about Saturday?
Saturday is our auction, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, I managed to go out. I'm going to show off some older books tomorrow that hopefully will come in the mail tomorrow, the big dogs and such. But I was out and about, and I ended up getting quite a few decent books. Some of these I might hold on to, actually, but I got like, oh, here we go. Flash Gordon, the newspaper strips. That's volume 3. Got the Terminator here. It's a prestige format.
He'll be back.
I'm going to check out what this actually is, but it's a reprint of issue number 1 of the Secret Wars. It's not the modern thingy. This one I'm keeping. This one I'm keeping. Superman radio scripts. That's just a lot of fun. At least for now, I'm keeping it. This one I definitely am. Commies, Cowboys, Jungle Queens. This one's going to go on the block. It's Jack Kirby in the Days of the Mob. It's a hardcover. I've got Justice Inc. starring The Shadow, Justice Inc. and this guy.
Doc Savage.
Doc Savage, thank you. Bloodstone, The Legion of Monsters. This is reprinting Astonishing Tales, the Legion of Monsters 1 through 4, Astonishing Tales, Marvel Presents, the assistant side. I'm sorry, I can't read it, but there you go. Let's see, what else? Found the Button Flash issues, issue number 21 and 22. Those are going to be in there. I found the Pizza Hut giveaway book from the X-Men from the 1990s when the cartoon came out and everybody was loving up on the cartoon.
What? Later, Dark Chair. Or Dark I summarized it.
Dark Admiral March Hare.
I call it Dark Chair now.
Adventure Comics issue number 332 is going to be there.
Look at that
And
giant.
we have Secret 6 number 1.
Secret 6. That's getting an omnibus. The Gail Simone run is.
Forbidden Worlds issue 143.
E, can you hold up the Secret Wars again?
They are so big right now, being reprinted facsimile.
They are.
Number 8 comes out next month.
That's the black suit, right?
Yep.
Yep, that's the one I need. I think that's the only one I need to.
And then
fill
in
out
10 years,
my
it'll
collection.
be $50.
Probably.
Oh, it's a Halloween Comic Fest.
That's okay.
Yeah. All right. Now I know what it is. All right. There we go. And
Battle.
I've got Action Comics number 281. Little 10 cents Superman action.
Say what?
I can tell you what it's worth if you want.
Go on ahead.
8.
Oh, nice. Trigger Twins number 1.
$8.
For those of you who do like your comics Western style. And The Killing Joke. And this is the 6th printing. This will probably be one of the big dogs tomorrow, or on the auction. Sure. So I'm going to have more books to show off tomorrow, but there you go. All right.
Trigger Twins were so hot for a minute when they were on a CW. When it was Barry and Oliver. You didn't watch Crisis.
Which
Yeah.
one?
Yeah, I did.
No.
Which one?
No, Zach didn't watch Crisis.
Oh.
No, I don't think I did. No.
Yeah.
All righty.
I had noped out of the CW.
So let's go. I'm going to come on over. I see House of Mystery has 43 and okay, and it looks like you can show it. All right, so no love for Adventure Comics. Come on, guys, the covers are cool. That's my choice.
It's good.
Avengers got 28, as well as Herbie the Fat Fury. Herbie tied with the Avengers. And
Dang,
House of
y'all.
Mystery.
What are y'all doing?
House of Mystery of the Bronze Age got most of the votes.
I was gonna say Herbie's probably in second.
No, it tied.
Wait, for first?
No, it tied with Avengers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So wow, I'm actually kind of impressed that Herbie tied with the Avengers. That's pretty damn good. You know how many people will try to scam buyers on eBay with the facsimile for? Oh, I see that kind of stuff all the time. Yeah.
Shady.
That I see a
Shady.
lot of people. They'll say first appearance of, whatever, and it'll be the real first appearance price. Do you have issue 1 of JLA versus Avengers? I do not. And if you did good condition, how much do you think that would go for? The first, I could never sell it more than $25, maybe $30, but I have seen it up there. I saw some people on eBay trying to sell it for $40. I chose the Blame Me, says Rhaegar. Wow, Adventure Comics got no votes. These books are fucking awesome, guys. These covers are freaking. Oh my gosh, here we go. I'm gonna show them off again. Adventure Comics.
It's your favorite one. The lobster hat.
All right.
Top hat's better.
Tana. Yeah, but
Lobster.
he's in her crab outfit.
Yeah.
Sure.
Mr. Krabs.
The House of Nebros.
See, these are awesome freaking covers.
I like that elephant
Meh.
one.
These are awesome covers. They'd be really fun. I think
And the
to look
hippo.
over them. Yeah.
The
looked
hippo
like-
one's cool.
Those first ones looked like Man versus Nature.
Well, it's adventure. You got people in the jungle.
Welcome to the jungle.
And then in issue number 40, it becomes Sandman. So
Jungle. How come there's only white guys in there?
you got Our Man coming in. Then it becomes more superhero.
Yeah, man. Rex
Yeah.
Taylor, baby. Or Tyler.
Tyler.
All right.
Rex
Taylor.
Tyler.
That being said, there we go.
I thought this was Rick.
It could be. It could be. Well, hey, look, House of Mystery Bronze Age is freaking awesome too. So there's no complaints.
Oh yeah, Marani, she had a link
Rex
there in the
is
chat.
Rex the dad or Rick the dad?
Yeah, I saved that link. I didn't choose Adventure Comics because I didn't know what it was. Also, it reminds me of Adventure Time, which I despise. Yeah, two way different things.
I love the Venture Comics Spectre covers.
Adventure Time started out pretty funny. It ended in a fiery heap.
Same with the Supergirl covers.
rubbish,
Adventure.
That being said, kids, like I said, check out RDV's channel. Come on over. I've got some books to show off as well afterwards. And then on Saturday we have the auction, and we're gonna do 10:30. We're going to do Spider-Woman tomorrow night, and then on Sunday it's going to be Phantom Lady, and then Monday, if everything goes well, we're going to be doing House of Mystery Bronze Age. And then I've got to admit, every time we do dark covers like that, I've got to swing the pendulum over to something a lot more fun, and I'll figure something out. All right. That being said, thank you very much for hanging out with us, and thank you very much to the Evil Black Cat.
Yeah.
And to Eric, to LK,
And to
RDV,
all the true believers.
not yet, and to Zach for joining us. Dude, you're welcome anytime we do this.
I know. I normally am in bed at this point. I've tried to adjust
We
my
did it.
sleeping
You got a
schedule.
girlfriend.
I mean, there's that too.
I mean, if I had a girlfriend, I'd be in bed all the time too.
No, not that kind of in bed. I've been sleeping off this sinus infection, whatever it is that I've had. So
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But yeah, you are welcome to go. Hey, look, Spider-Woman. Those first 12 Spider-Woman covers are freaking awesome. Join us for the live.
they are pretty great.
It's gonna be 13. It's gonna be 13 because I'm throwing in her first appearance
I'll
as
be
well.
showing up.
I don't know who I like more, Spider-Woman or Phantom Lady. They are both
I will
great.
be showing up if you Spider-Woman covers tomorrow night.
All right, cool. And as always, guys, thank you very, very much for hanging out. Don't forget to click like, share, subscribe. Thank you to everybody who's already done that. To everyone, all of the true believers.
Hit that notification thing, even though it doesn't do anything. Pay the fat man and Ko-Fi.
Yes.
Every $5 gets you on the wheel for a prize. And every $20 quadruples your chances.
That's true. And thank you very, very much for watching. Have a good night, guys.